there's a joke when I think when James and I were on the road together in the band, was it when we talk about less is more, and he'd always say, well, no, sometimes less is less, and sometimes more is more, and but you always hear this mantra. It's kind of the cliche in the studio or whatever. Just, man, less is more, less is more, and I think we've illustrated that and we've talked about that. But do you guys want to say anything more about that? I mean, less.
Pick your spots. Pick your spots. Figure out where it's appropriate for you to step out, and the rest of the time, stay out of the way.
Why is that better than just being in the way the whole time?
Comes back to where, you know, that puts focus on you, especially in a worship band. I mean, we're specifically talking about worship band situations, but if it's all about you the whole time, then. But
you do the same thing on your Toby shows. You're not just out there killing it.
Right. So it definitely no, I'm killing it the whole time. No, it pertains to like any musical situation in a bar band. I mean, it's like if it's all about
not that we'd ever be in
not that
in
we'd
bars.
ever be in a bar band.
I don't know anything about that.
But yeah, it's just. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about the worship situation, but in any situation, if it becomes all about you. Then the other players' parts, either you're muddying up them or they're not able to shine at the time, something like that.
Yeah, there's a beauty to the sound of the note itself. You don't have to always be striking the note. Sometimes the way the note decays is beautiful, and that kind of space actually draws you in more when you hear music with space. You know, it's the shadows sometimes in a painting that draw you in, and not just the highlights, not just the light. You know. It's something Daniel Lanois pointed out. Music has gotten a lot brighter over the last 20 years. But when you turn the lights up, you lose the shadows. So sometimes, you lose the mystery, the poetry of something when you're just hammering something with it. I mean, yeah, leaving some room for the shadows and leaving some room for the mystery in the space, I think, can be powerful. Spiritually too.
Yeah, that's great, man. I think I'd love to just illustrate this really quick. And Scott, I'll ask you to be the main actor here. Let's just vamp like on like 1 to 4, key of D. And Scott, I want you to maybe take 8 bars of straight groove or so, and then I want you to just start overplaying, okay? And we'll do that for 8 bars. And then I want you to take 8 bars and just play appropriately, as you might think appropriate is.
I really want to do that. What is vamp like between like
D and G?
D and G.
Get the point, right? I mean, that's extreme, but some of us kind of lend ourselves toward the middle of what he was doing. And if you got multiple guys in the band doing that, you can see why a lot of it sounds like a big mash and a mess.
I failed to see the problem with any of that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought
that
it was
that
like
was
the
beauty.
second half of that, we really started shining.
I thought it was really coming. Yeah,
I mean, I felt the power, dude.
Ushered in the presence of the Lord. Okay.
Presence is something.